we are live, but just want to make sure first. So let's click on the stream, and we shall say an ad, really, an ad. Come on. Hurry up, Twitch, please. Still got like 10 seconds left of this ad. Oof. Great video quality. Come on, we're almost done. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can. Alright. Well, hello, guys. It is Mist here again for another video today, and we are back for our Draft to Glory franchise mode. And in this one, we will take we'll take the series to the playoffs for the third time throughout this series, and not against the Detroit Red Wings. It will be against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And yes, I know at the end of the last episode, if you guys watched it, I said in the next episode we'll be playing the Detroit Red Wings in the first round of the playoffs, and then literally the next page I showed was us obviously getting ready to play Pittsburgh in the first round. But again, like I said, and I couldn't figure it out, and I still can't, I do not know why we are playing Pittsburgh in the first round. We have 4 teams on both sides. I just don't get it. We finished top of our division. We should be playing the Red Wings, right? Am I wrong, guys? Please do let me know. And then you go to the Metro. There are 4 teams in the Metro that made it as well. Pittsburgh finished last in their division. They should be playing the Rangers, but for some reason we are playing the Penguins, and the Rangers are playing the Detroit Red Wings, which like I said, I don't get. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if we make it to an Eastern Conference final, we could play them. And to be honest, I really don't want to go up against Draisaitl. That top line is scary. Now, I'm going to show you the lines to that team just really quickly, but then we'll go in depth on the lines over there in Pittsburgh. Because, yeah, this is who I thought we were going to play, but it's not, which I'm totally okay with, because this forward core is just absolutely unreal. And, of course, Adam Ernie is there as well, which means he probably would have just scored at least 3 goals against us. But just look at that top line. Rickard Rakell, Leon Draisaitl, and Nick Ritchie. Really good top line. The past 3 seasons, Rickard Rakell has had 74 or more points. Draisaitl, the past 3 seasons, actually this was the first season in the past 3 seasons where he wasn't point per game. And again, another 30-goal year for Draisaitl as well. And as for Nick Ritchie, actually a career high this season from him. Also a career high in goals. So, yeah, Nick Ritchie had a great season. I'm just curious to see Casey Middlestat. He had not a career high, sorry. His second highest total, but second highest total in points and goals. So interesting. And then don't remember their defense. Oh, yeah. How could I forget their defense? They drafted Rasmus Dahlin, of course. And I think he won the Norris last season. I don't remember, though. Playing on a top line with Shane Gostisbehere, probably it would make sense. And their goalie, obviously, very good, in Ilya Sorokin. But that's not the team that we should be worried about, at least not yet. So let's play against Thatcher Demko for the 3rd time in the playoffs. What is with us? Maybe the game is just you know what? He has to play Thatcher Demko, because Thatcher Demko has just been better. Which, to be fair, he definitely has been the better goaltender throughout the series. Or the series I should say. I guess, I don't know. So, let's take a look at this Pittsburgh team. On the top line, they have Josh Anderson with Dylan Larkin and Phil Kessel, who's 37 and now dropping off quite a bit. Now, curious to see point totals from that top line. 42 points from Anderson. Larkin had 56, which is just not a lot for a first-line center, and Kessel had 59, so he actually led that top line with points. The second line is Anthony Beauvillier, who's an 85. He panned out pretty damn well. He had 51 points, playing with Reginald Viggetti, the center sniper. I feel like having him center and then Larkin on the left or right wing, that would, just say Kessel's not on that top line. Have a top line of Anderson, Viggetti, Larkin. I think that would work. But then again, what do I know? This is only the 3rd time we've made the playoffs. So Vegetti just came off his worst season, goal totals and point-wise. Interesting. So hopefully that doesn't mean he's going to be an absolute beast in the playoffs. But he was drafted first overall in 2021. Rounding out that second line, they have Ty Ratty, who had 34 points this season. On their third line, they have Robbie Fabry, who could be on in their top six, only 18 points for him. Then Adam Brooks, their third line center. All right, I'm just going to stop looking at points. Craig Smith rounds out that third line. Anderson McDonald was drafted by New Jersey, and he's playing in Pittsburgh. He is their fourth line left wing with center, current fourth line center for the Pittsburgh Penguins in real life, I believe. Riley Sheahan, and then Anders Bjork. So very good forward core, might I say. The point totals weren't the most impressive, so but I forgot about this top three, or their main three, I should say. But this is going to be tough going against these defense. So Klingberg, obviously John Klingberg, 32 years old, 91 overall. Then we've got Alex Pietrangelo, who's now 35. That's crazy. He's been tremendous, though. 53 points this past season. By the looks of it, he may have led the defense in points. Mikael Emelin was drafted 23rd by Pittsburgh in the 2019 draft in year number 2. He's not too bad, also not too great. I'm sure they would have liked to have seen more from him. Justin Falk with 32 points. He's now 33. Jacob Slavin. So defensive partners at one point, I believe, one of the past 2 seasons. They're both together in Pittsburgh. And Dennis Cholowski, did he say he didn't have a point? Oh, 6 points, sorry. So a very good defensive core as well. And to be honest, you may even be able to say that their defensive core is better than ours. I'd say the top 4s are even, but their third pair are way better than ours. We have an 80, and I believe Woolley, and then I believe Stillman's only an 80 or 79. So yeah, and then obviously we looked at the goalie. It was Thatcher Demko, which is going to be tough because this is going to be the third time in this series that not only have we made the playoffs, but also the third time we get to play Thatcher Demko, so that should be interesting. Wait, what were point totals, stats this season? Great, he just came off his best season in the NHL with 39 wins, obviously not. That's not his career high, but a career high in save percentage at .926. Also a career high in goals against at a 2.22. So Thatcher Demko was tremendous this season, which means hopefully he won't be so good in the playoffs. Now, I guess I'll show you guys our lineup, and then we'll get into the series because we do have home ice advantage, and I'm excited to see how well we can do this season. So our top line will be Todd Jaspers, Anthony Cirelli, and Vladislav Nemesnikov. The second line of Matthew Joseph, Jonathan Drouin, and Olli Hentunen. The third line of Juha Alavara, Lawrence Like, and Oleg Tuden. The fourth line of Tyson Gullimore, J.C. Goddard, and Taylor Radish. Defensively, we have Victor Hedman with Ryan Merkley. And then on our second pair, we have Cal Foote with Tony DeAngelo. So, like I said, I think you may be able to argue that our top 4 is better, but like I said, our bottom pair is just not. Ronnie Woolley and Pat Stillman is our bottom pair. And as for the goalies, Ronnie Thomas will be the starter. We will give him the starts unless he does very, very poorly. This past season was tremendous by him. He also did better than Thatcher Demko, having the same save percentage but having a much better GAA. So we'll see how Ronnie Thomas does. How did he do in the playoffs last time we had him there? He's only played AHL playoffs. Oh, it was Ingram that played in the NHL playoffs for us. So if we do have to fall to him, that's going to suck because his stats have been horrendous. Yeah. So, and now one thing I do want to see really quickly. So, what were the years we made the playoffs? We made the playoffs in 2020, 2021, then 2021 and 2022. And again, Jaspers looks to be like a playoff performer, which is nice. He's got 11 points in 11 games so far. But we have yet to make it to even a Game 7, let alone past the first round. Will it happen against this very full veteran team? of Pittsburgh, we shall see. So, like I said, those 2 playoff performances as well, also against Thatcher Demko. And hopefully this time we can finally get the better of them. Now, let's see, guys. I guess we started off right now. So, game number 1. Now, for this episode, I plan on doing hopefully the entire playoffs. We shall see, though. So, let's go, boys. First period of game number 1. First time back in the playoffs in 2 seasons, I believe. 2 or 3, technically, I guess. So, let's get ready and let's get it underway. First period of game 1. No goals allowed. All right, shots are 8-7 in favor of your Tampa Bay Lightning. So, not a bad period. No goals allowed, though, in the first. Second period now, and Jonathan Drouin gets on the board first in this series. Will that mean anything? We shall see. And we've had experience against Thatcher Demko before. I think we do know how to score on them, especially from playoffs and regular season. So, again, we're still out shooting them. Both teams had 10 shots that period, but we're out shooting them 18-17 currently. And if you guys didn't know this, if you're new to the series, I slow sim the third period at a ×8 speed, and that second line is doing tremendous. Matthew Joseph just made it 2-0, but Josh Anderson made it a 1-goal game, and there's still plenty of time to go. We're also getting outshot right now. We haven't gotten a shot in a couple minutes. There we go. Nice to see us back on the shot clock, or on the shot board, I should say. 52 seconds left, and game 1 goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, so that third period we got outshot quite heavily, but Ronnie Thomas does not care. 30 saves, having a .967 save percentage. What a great game 1. But we definitely are not going to be able to outscore them 2-1 every game. Also in the AHL, Syracuse lost their first game. Obviously, it's a best of 5, so that's a little worrying. But we will hopefully be able to see them make it to the Calder Cup final for the 3rd season in a row. Will that happen, though? Who knows? Anyways, back to the NHL. Let's go. Game number 2. Let's see what happens here. Goals, of course, is where we will where we will be focusing on. Jesus, all right. Let's go. First period of game number 2, and we're up 1-0. Juha Alavara, the rookie, who had a phenomenal season. I don't remember how good he was in rookie scoring. I don't remember if I actually ever checked it, to be honest. But either way, he gets his first point, I think, of the playoffs, and most definitely his first goal of the playoffs. So in his first season, so that's pretty good. We outshot them 12-4 in that first period, so that's really good. Definitely a tremendous first 20 minutes of play for your Tampa Bay Lightning. Second period now, no goals allowed in the second, and we're still out shooting them by a tremendous amount. We have over double the amount of shots they have right now, out shooting them 28-13. Not too bad. Still only up by 1 goal though, which is worrying because 1 shot in Pittsburgh could be right back into it. But let's go for the third period now. We have over 30 shots. They have yet to hit 20. A power play for Pittsburgh. I believe they scored on a power play last time, or that might have been us in the last third period of game 1. 5 minutes remaining, and 2 minutes. Come on, boys, hold on. We can hold on, which, of course, I'm very happy about. And we outshot them 35-24. Now, the problem about that is that that's not the first time we've had a 2-0 series lead, I believe, against Thatcher Demko, and he did great that game as well. He had a .971 save percentage, but a shutout from Ronnie Thomas. Juha Alavara, of course, with the only goal of the game being that third star. So we have a 2-0 series lead, and nice to see Syracuse even up the series down in the AHL as well. So now I want to see, Joseph is leading our team in points, but just out of curiosity. I know it's only been 2 games. I just want to see how good Ronnie Thomas's stats look like right now. Let's see. A .981 save percentage and a .50 GAA. That is unreal. Hopefully it can stay like that because we aren't scoring much. Only a combined 4 goals in 2 games. It's not a lot from either team, but now we head to Pittsburgh, so maybe that could change things really quickly. I guess we'll get right into it for game number 3, but like I said, this time in Pittsburgh for obviously game 3 and 4. The first period of game number 3. All right, not a great start. So there's the first time we have actually been trailing in the series. Adam Brooks and Craig Smith with the... Is it Craig? Yeah, it's Craig. Craig Smith with the goals, and Pittsburgh has a 2-0 lead as we head into the second period. We're even in shots, but we haven't been able to get one by Thatcher Demko yet. So let's go. Second period now. Can we get on the board? We cannot. We're still tied in shots, 19 on both sides, but not good at all. So let's we'll times 8 we'll have times 8 speed throughout this third period. Will we be able to make a comeback in this third period with a power play goal to start it off? No. All right. Well, not on that power play at least. Maybe if we get another one. All right. Juha Alivaro with his second goal of the series, second goal in the last 2 games. But we need another one to force an overtime. Not looking good. 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute. And that will be the game. So we outshot them again, 35-27. But Thatcher Demko was the better goalie that game. That's just a fact. I mean, there's nothing we can say about that. He just was the better goalie that game. I mean, I could definitely criticize the offense, and I could be throughout this entire series so far because we have not scored a lot of goals. We have we have 4 goals in 3 games so far. Now in the AHL, Syracuse took a 2-1 series lead, which is nice to see. But I feel like I may have to make some line changes to create more offense, but I'm not going to yet. If Pittsburgh evens the series here, though, I think I might. Well, assuming we don't score like 3 or more goals. We need at least a goal on the board after the first 20 minutes of play. So let's see if we can make that happen. Here we go, game number 4, first period. All right, unfortunately, we weren't able to get one on the board, although fortunately Pittsburgh wasn't either. So shots are 8-8. Let's go, second period now. Goal on each side. All right, Phil Kessel with his first goal of the series, and then Todd Jaspers with his first goal of the series. And not only was it his first goal of the series, it might have been his first point of the series, but that's not where I was going with that. He scored from center ice on Thatcher Demko. Nice to see. Maybe that's a ball breaker for Demko, and he'll just absolutely fall apart in the third period so we can take a 3-1 series lead. That would be tremendous. All right, guys. Third period now. We're getting outshot currently, 19-17, but it is a even game, tied at 1 apiece. Let's go. Power play opportunity for Tampa. We were unable to score, but right after the power play, Todd Jaspers gets his second of the night, and Matthew Joseph then makes it 3-1 just under a minute later, literally 50 seconds later, and that should be the series lead. All right, so we got outshot that game, 28-27, but our 2 stars for sure were, or our top 2 stars, I should say, were for sure Jaspers and Thomas. Very nice to see that, of course. Todd Jaspers getting 2 goals, and we won game 4, 3-1 to take a 3-1 series lead. Syracuse, they're going to game 5. Will they get eliminated in the first round? Most definitely a possibility. Now I want to see were those Jaspers' first 2 points of the series? Because I'm assuming they were. Jaspers, yes, they were. All right, he's a +1 right now. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it up a little bit more here soon. Ryan Merkley's also not doing as good as he has in the playoffs. He only had 1 assist. So, all right, guys, game number 5 now. Will we eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins and move on to the second round for the first time in this series? Will Syracuse move on to the second round for the 3rd year in a row? Let's find out right now. They just got eliminated from the playoffs. All right, wow. So no three-peat making it to the final for Syracuse, although unsuccessful making it to the Calder Cup final. They were unsuccessful in the Calder Cup final for the past 2 seasons. Maybe it's better for them to just get eliminated in the first round. All right, guys, sorry. Ranting. getting sidetracked, I should say. Again, first period of game number 5. Let's go. And we're up 1-0. Jonathan Drouin with his second of the series. Nice to see, my guy. Nice to see. 10-9 were the shots in favor of us, and we have the 1-goal lead heading into the second period of game 5 with Pittsburgh on the brink of elimination. Second period now, no goals allowed in the second, so both goalies doing very well so far. Shots are 17-18, and hopefully we can keep that lead. 1-goal lead heading into the third period, and Anderson McDonald eliminated that 1-goal lead very quickly into the period, and now Pittsburgh has a 1-goal lead with Adam Brooks' second of the playoffs. But Matthew Joseph, our leading point scorer, just tied the game for us. I believe that is his third goal of the series. And looking like we may have our first overtime of the series. We will. All right. So we're outshooting them 28-24 heading into overtime. If we score, we move on to the second round for the first time in the series. If Pittsburgh scores, they force game 6. What will happen? It could end early, so do not look away from the screen. It won't end early. All right. So we may actually have an overtime period here by the looks of it. Just one shot to get past Demko, and we're off to the second round. And Lawrence Like, what a beauty. I guarantee you that's his first point of the series. Oh, man. Olli Hentunen with 2 assists that game. Drouin with a goal and an assist. And for the first time in this series, Tampa Bay has moved on to the second round. All right. Very, very nice to see. So that's awesome. Although, unfortunate Syracuse got eliminated, I'm way happier that we moved on than they did. So, for the first time in the series, we'll be able to fight in the second round, and it will be against Buffalo or Montreal. We'll see who wins. Also, the President's Trophy winning New York Rangers eliminated the Red Wings in 7 games. And the second place team, I believe, in the league, Philly, got over the Blue Jackets in 6 games. So we're just waiting on Montreal and Buffalo in the East. As for the West, we are just waiting on Colorado and Chicago. We shall see what happens there very shortly. Will we be playing Montreal with past Art Ross winners? Art Ross winner for sure, Marchand. I don't remember if Tavares has gotten any, but we shall see. Let's go look at some stats before we head into the second series. Now, I am going to do more than just the first round here. It's only been 22 minutes, so, and I'm good for at least like another 45 minutes to record. So, Matthew Joseph leading our team in points with 5 points in 5 games. Drouin D'Angelo tied in second for 4 points in 5 games. Alavara and Foote tied in third for 3 points in 5 games. Top line is not doing much, and yes, that was Lawrence Lake's first point in the playoffs for sure, I'm assuming. Oh, wait. Yeah, first point in the playoffs for him, so not too bad. But, like I said, that top line not doing much. Nemesnikov, 1 assist. He's a +1, which is nice, and then Cirelli also +1, but not a single point from Cirelli. That's not good to see. And like I said, I kind of said, like, Todd Jasper's just a bit of a playoff performer by the looks of things, just from past seasons. Not looking too great right now, though. I don't know. I'm not going to change that second lineup right now. And we will face the Montreal Canadiens in the second round. All right, so we get to face a Canadian team in the second round. But like I said, what do I do with this top line? Because I combined 3 points from them. Cirelli yet to get a point, only 2 goals from them, and they happen in the same game from Jaspers. So we need more out of that top line. That second line's doing really good. Hentunen with 2 assists, Drouin with 4 points, and Joseph with 5, who was leading our team in points, like I said already. Third line's doing pretty good as well. Alavaro with 3, Like with 1, Tune with 1 as well. The fourth line, not a single point from our fourth line. And just like the regular season, they're continuing their minus ways, although J.C. Goddard has tremendous defense. He actually wasn't a minus. Oh, wait, yeah, he was. Sorry, yeah, he was a minus in the 35 games he played when we called him up. I don't know what to do. I really don't want to change the second or third line. I mean, I could change the first and fourth line. Don't really want to do that, though, yet either. As for defense, Hedman and Merkley were not great. Separating them may not be a bad option. And you know what? I think I'm going to. We're gonna give D'Angelo and Foote the top line time. We're gonna try Merkley with Woolley, and then we're gonna try Hedman with Stillman. Just to try it. We're just gonna try some things out here. So Stillman can put up points. Hedman obviously can put up points. Woolley cannot so much, but that's why I'm putting Merkley with him. I don't want to demote Merkley to the third pair, trust me, but I'd say it's definitely needed. Now, I'd say probably the man of the hour, Ronnie Thomas, with a .957 save percentage, and in 5 games, he's given us 4 wins, so tremendous performance from Thomas in the first round, a 1.16 GAA, and knock on wood, if he keeps those stats up, he could grow like at least 2 overall to an 85 this offseason. I mean, he is 23. He could obviously still grow from that, but if he has a tremendous playoff run, well, statistically at least, he could get a big boost from that, which would be awesome. Now, I'm sort of familiar with the Montreal Canadiens just because I remember Tavares and Marchand's on that team. So let's go and look at Montreal's lineup for series number 2. All right. So, yeah, of course, their top line. Oh, Kovalchuk's here, too. So, yeah, their top lineup. Brad Marchand is now 36. He is starting to drop off. Then Tavares, who's 95, and Jakub Vrana, who's 86. So, a good top line. And in 7 games, Marchand has 7 assists. So, he's doing good. John Tavares, how's he doing? He also has 7 points in 7 games, but he has 5 goals. And then Jakub Vrana also has 7 points in 7 games. That entire top line, point-per-game players. All right. Ilya Kovalchuk with 3 points. How did he do this season? Another 30-goal season for him this past season. Only the second time since being back in the NHL. Or, sorry, the third time. Fourth, fifth, sixth, sorry. Only the third time he did not get past 80 points in his career. Since, quote fingers, coming back to the NHL for this series. So, yeah, Kovalchuk, he has 3 points. Veleno has 2. Smith has 1. So, pretty good top 6 for sure. Now, their third line, Nieto with 2, Brown with 4, sorry. He is a tremendous third line center. And then Marko Norinen, who has 3. I'm assuming he's a computer-generated player. Actually, no, he was drafted. Well, yeah, he was, but he was drafted in the 4th round in year number 1's draft. Interesting. The fourth line of Scott Lunn with Riley Tufte and Vladislav Kamenev. So they seem to be a pretty offensively driven team, which should be interesting. Oscar Klefbom is on the top pair with Colton Parayko. They're not doing bad at all. The second pair of Colin Miller and Julius Honka, who only have a combined 1 point from that pair. So hopefully they don't step it up in this series. Hopefully they continue playing the way they are right now. And the third pair of Marco Scandella with Jared McIsaac. So, yeah, I forgot the third. This team is just tremendous. And, yeah, the goalie is Tristan Jarry, 88 overall with a .947 save percentage and a 1.57 GAA. Which is terrifying. Oh, man. But, I mean, to be fair, those stats aren't as good as Ronnie Thomas's. So, I don't know. I got nothing. I really don't. But let's get into the series, guys. Game number 1 of series number 2 for the first time in the playoffs. Or for the first time in the series, sorry, I should say. We're in the second round. Let's see how it goes. We have a power play opportunity very early on in the first period, and that might have been a power play goal from Cal Foote. But Cal Foote opened up the scoring of this series, but then Scott Lunn gets his first point of the series to tie the game about 10 minutes later after the Foote goal. So shots are 10 apiece. Pretty even first period by the looks of things. 10 shots on each side, a goal on each side. Interesting. Second period now, no goals allowed in the second period. We are now shooting them, though, 23-21. Like I said, though, no goals, so still tied 1-1 as we head to the third. Let's go. Third period now. Who will get a goal first? Will there be a third period goal? Will there be an overtime period? Power play from Montreal. I do not want to let them have many power play opportunities, and it was a very long opportunity. But Juha Alavara scored on Sen, who I don't remember his first name, but they scored on Sen, and Hentunen with the empty net goal. Why was Sen in net? We outshot them 35-30 in game number 1. But the question on... Oh, it is Gillies. That's what I thought. I genuinely did think it was Gillies, but I didn't want to say it just because I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, it actually is Gillies then. So the question of this entire series right now is Tristan Jarry injured? Let's go and see. Injury report. Let's head on over to the Montreal Canadiens. Do we see Tristan Jarry? We do not, which kind of sucks, which means he'll be back for game 2, which means scariness. That's what it means. I didn't know where I was going with that, but we'll just go for scariness. So, all right, that's interesting to see, most definitely. We'll sim up to game number 2, but we have a 1-0 series lead so far, so nice to see. Now, I think Ronnie Thomas's stats went up from that game. They did. His save percentage went up and his GAA went down, so technically his stats went up. But Ronnie Thomas is playing outstanding right now, my guy, and I love it very, very much. An assist over there for Jaspers that game. Interesting. So that third and second line had the goals right. Alavara. Wait, did Alavara have 2? No, Alavara had 1. Hentunen had 1, and who was the other one? Tuden? Was it Tuden? No, it was Calfoot. Yeah, sorry. Was that our first goal from a defenseman in this series? Or in this playoff run, I think. Yes, it was. Merkley had 3 assists that game. I split Hedman and Murray up, and or it's not Murray, sorry, Merkley, and he got 3 points that game. So that's nice to see. Let's sim through game number 2 of the series now, and we'll see what happens. First period of game 2. Now we're giving them an early power play. And, oh no. Well, there goes the majestic stats of Ronnie Thomas out the window. And this game does not look good at all. A 4-0 lead for the Montreal Canadiens. After the first period, 2 goals from Kovalchuk on that second line, then a goal from Marchand and Vrana, 2 first-liners. We also got outshot 15-9. Second period now. Okay, wait. Ryan Merkley and Todd Jaspers, I believe the 2 guys who led our team in points the last playoff run we had. All right. Interesting. I'm thinking. I have to check something after this. I gotta check Jasper's playoff stats after this because I'm thinking maybe this isn't the first time in the second round. I'm not sure. We'll look after this game. So I was thinking for sure we were out of this game, but with 2 second period goals, 2 late second period goals, we are now only trailing by 2 goals with 20 minutes left to go. Still getting outshot 22-18 though, so I guess we'll slow sim and see if we, the Tampa Bay Lightning, could make a amazing comeback. And Jonathan Drouin has most definitely helped out, making it a 1-goal game with plenty of time to go. Now in the last half of the third period, can we get an equalizer here? Come on, boys, please give me an equalizer. 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. It's not going to happen. Shit. All that hope for absolutely nothing. We got outshot 30-something to 27, I think it was. Jakub Vrana was tremendous that game. Connor Ingram didn't do bad at all, to be fair. I mean, he let in a goal early when he got put in, but then after that, he just straight didn't let another goal in. So that one hurt. That one hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go and see Ronnie Thomas's stats from that. I mean, obviously they're still tremendous, but they did go down, which is the scary part, and they did show how he is not the greatest starter also. So we shall see if that changes anything. Now I wanted to see. Okay, sorry. I was curious because I remember that he had 8 points the last time we were in the playoffs, but I also thought it was in 8 games. I'm like, wait, did we sweep and then sweep? Or sweep and then got swept, I guess I should say. But no, we're good. Never mind. So, yeah, right now through, how many games is that? 18 games. Ronnie Thomas has 15 points, which is not bad. He's a -1. He has 12 penalty minutes. Interesting. All right, guys. Jasper's 4 points. Sorelli 1. Sorelli got his first point of the playoffs, but I'm just not liking. I'm really not liking him there. Screw it. Screw it. JC Goddard, the rookie that we called up halfway through the season, he's going to get first-line ice time with Todd Jaspers and Vladislav Nemesnikov. Now, Goddard, very good defensively. He's not bad with the puck. He's got high offensive awareness. Nemesnikov, I need you to either start scoring or to start passing the puck to Jaspers, because Jaspers looks to be 100% a goal scorer for that top line. So, all right, so we're going to make a little line change, only one little line change there. We're going to stick with Ronnie Thomas. Maybe it was just a bad period, but if he has another bad game this one, then we will most definitely go back, or go to Connor Ingram, I should say. I'm not afraid to do it. I've done it before in the playoffs, so we can do it again. Like I said, I'm not afraid to do it. So, game number 8 of the playoffs, or of the postseason for Tampa. Let's see if that means anything. Can we get a win here in Montreal? I just realized as well that we actually had home ice advantage throughout that first 2 games. So we have home ice advantage in both the first 2 rounds. I mean, the only way we won't have home ice advantage is if we go up against Philly or New York in the next round, and then, I don't know, whoever finished ahead of us in the West. I can't remember who those teams are. But first period of game number 3, no goals allowed. We outshot them 11-7. So an interesting first period. Good that we didn't give one up. Kind of sucks that we outshot them by a couple of shots and we weren't able to get one past Tristan Jarry, though. Second period of game number 2 now. A goal on each side. Just I said it. All right, so Matt Nieto with a goal for Montreal. He opened up the scoring of this game, and then Vladislav Nemesnikov was like, should I pass it? No, I'm going to shoot it. 1 second left to go. Equalizes the game heading into the third period. Nice. We're still shooting them, 22-18, heading into the third, and Nemesnikov with an absolutely clutch goal. So nice to see. Hopefully an assist from Jaspers and Goddard in there. Let's see, third period now. We shall slow sim it, of course. Can we get a lead power play opportunity for Montreal? Good job, penalty killers. 8 minutes left. All right, no, all right. 8 minutes to go. Well, I guess I should say 3 minutes to go, and JC Goddard on the top line. And then Tyson, I believe it's Tyson Collimore with an empty net goal, and we have taken a 2-1 series lead against Montreal, guys. I'm so happy. Ronnie Thomas back to his tremendous play with a .962 save percentage. All right, I cannot get the smile off of my face right now. What is that line change? Put JC Goddard up there. He gets his first playoff goal. Absolutely tremendous. Taylor Radish is pissed. Todd Jaspers is now leading the team in points as well. Let's go. I just saw Taylor Radish is pissed. He is not happy. He has lost morale for ice time all season, which I did not know. Oh no. Hentonen, are you happy with your ice time? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Matthew Joseph really is. What do I do? What do I do? No, let's do that. Okay, so you know what, Lawrence Lake. Maybe, yeah, Lawrence Lake. We're gonna change that up really quickly. Oleg Tune will be our third line. Actually, no, Sorelli will be our third line center with Alavara and Radish, and Tune, Lake, and Cullimore will be our new fourth line. Just because I need to give Radish some ice time. Let's see defense really quickly. D'Angelo, 4 points. Foot, 5 points. They're now minus players since being on that top pair, though, which is not good. Stillman with 2 points. Hedman, do you only have 1 point? Yeah, Hedman only has 1 point. Woolley still 0 points. Merkley with 4. So Foot is still leading our defense in points currently. And I'm tempted to change something up again. We're gonna go 3 rights. Or we're gonna go with rights on the right-handed side. We're gonna go with lefts on the left-handed side. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go Hedman with Foot, D'Angelo with Woolley, Stillman with Merkley. So we have our 2 best defensive defensemen playing together, but they both can put up points. So we'll try that then. Goalies. Let's see. Thomas' stats went up again by the looks of things. All right, so I know I didn't really need to make line changes, but I felt it was necessary for our defense to start picking it up and for Radish to get some more ice time. So we are now only 2 wins away from moving on to the Eastern Conference Final. Let's see if we can win game number 4 here. Game number 4, first period, again in Montreal. Let's go. All right, no goals allowed in the first. We're out shooting them again, 11-10. Not a bad first period. Second period, though, let's see. A goal on each side. Oleg Tune with the first goal of the game, and then Riley Tufte scored on Connor Ingram. That's worrying. Let's see if Ingram can get us a win here. We shall see. Shots are now 24-20 in favor of Montreal. Is Ronnie Thomas injured? I'm scared. We will slow sim the third on early power play for the Canadians, and they score on that power play, Yakov Vrana. But we have a power play of our own. We can't equalize it with our power play either. Not good. Now 10 minutes to go in the third, and we're trailing by 1. It's not looking good for your Tampa Bay Lightning. Never mind. Jonathan Drouin at 4:35 gets us an equalizing goal and has forced an overtime period. We are getting outshot 32-26 right now. Interesting. Overtime period. Do not look away. It could end early. It's not going to end early. All right, so we actually have an overtime period here. What will happen? I believe we are 1 for 1 in overtime so far this postseason. Can we continue being such a great team in overtime, even though it was only 1 game? We won't know after the first period of the first overtime period, so we have a second overtime period, which is worrying. Yeah. 40-40 are the shots. It will end early, guys, so make sure you're watching. Second overtime period. Who will get the game-winning goal? It will be a Montreal Canadian, and it will be Colin Miller with his first goal of the postseason. That's not good. 38 saves from Tristan Jarry that game. We didn't actually even get a shot that second overtime period, and we went like 5 minutes in. So a 2-2 series, essentially now a best of 3, which is not good, worrisome, and every single series right now is tied 2-2, which is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. So That's interesting. Ronnie Thomas, you doing okay, buddy? What happened? He made a couple of saves, and they're like, nah, I need a break. And they let Ingram go in. So Ingram's still doing good, and he did good that game. Just unfortunately, we weren't able to get the first or get a goal before they were in the overtime period. So I'm not blaming anyone for that. To be honest with you, I'd say that they just had the drive to win in the second overtime period. Like I said, we didn't even get a shot that period. So we can't win a game without taking shots, guys. Let's go. Third period. Sorry, nope. Game 5. Now a best of 3. Who will get game number 5? Who will take the 3-2 series lead? Will we trail in the series, or in a series for the first time in this postseason? All those answers we'll find out very shortly. First period of game 5 back in Tampa. Let's win on home ice, boys. No, or yes, well, potentially it can happen, but after the first period, not winning. That's why I said no. Yeah, my bad. 10-7 are the shots in favor of us. Will that matter in the long run? Let's find out. Second period of play now. We're up 1-0. Todd Jaspers with, I think, his 4th or 5th goal of the series. I think it's 4th. Or no, sorry, not the series. Of the postseason. His 4th goal, I believe. And we're outshooting them heavily now as well. 22-14. So a great second period from Tampa there. Nice. Let's go. We'll slow sim the third period now, and we'll see if we are able to add to our lead and see if we can take a 3-2 series lead. But Joe Veleno has something to say about that quickly, and he does not want Montreal to go down 3-2 in the series. A power play opportunity for Montreal, but we were able to kill it off. And looking like we may have another overtime period. We will. So we're 1-1 in overtime, and we are 0-1 in overtime in this series. Right? I believe so. I might have to check that after. So we're still out shooting them, 30-25. But like I said, overtime period. Let's get it going. Power play opportunity very early. A 5-on-3 power play, please. Oh, we weren't able to convert. That's heartbreaking, because if we lose in this game now, I mean, we had a 5-on-3 power play for quite some time. We should have been able to get it done, and we have another power play opportunity, and we weren't able to do it again. I'm going to change up the power play after this game. So for the second straight game, we are going to double overtime. We are out shooting them 47-32. Tristan Jarry is insane. Shit. All right, well, let's go. Second overtime period. It will end early. We have a power play, and again, unable to convert. And I saw it. Montreal didn't get a single shot, and I knew it was going to be their first shot. We're now losing 3-2 in the series, and we Tristan Jarry just stole that game, 100%. Tristan Jarry stole that game, and our power play wasn't good enough. 50 saves from Tristan Jarry that game. Wow. Yeah. So we are now down 3-2 in the series, and we have to win 2 straight games, and it's not looking good. We have to go back to Montreal to force a Game 7. So let's go and look at what I can make changes for our power. See what kind of changes I can make for our power play. So our top line is Nemesnikov. Any power play points? Let's see. He's got 2. He's got 2 assists. All right. Sorelli. Playoff stats, doesn't have a single point on the power play. Jaspers. Playoff stats, he has 1 goal. All right. Ryan Merkley. On the power play, he's got 2 points. His only goal came from the power play there. Hedman has 1 power play point, but you know what? I'm going to change that really quickly. We're going to go for D'Angelo on that top pair with Merkley. We're going to try it, guys. As for the second power play unit, let's see. Playoff. All right, 2 goals for Drouin. Playoff stats, 3 points for Alavara and Joseph. He's got 4 points. All right, so you know what? I'm going to put Joseph on the top line. We're going to just completely take Sorelli out. And who do we put in? Do we put in Radish? That was very tempting just because I know he can score. He's done it on the power play before. And that would give him more ice time. I feel like that's a perfect opportunity. But what about J.C. Goddard? His offensive awareness is now no longer what it was because he actually dropped down to his normal overall. He just had that one good game by the looks of things. So, Goddard, I'm not going to go for. Like, I could go for like. Only 1 point, though, right now. It's just not very impressive. What about Tune? He had 1 power play point throughout the regular season. No, I don't. You know what? I think I'm just going to have Sorelli on the second line instead. We're going to have Olivara, Sorelli, and Drouin. Our top line will be Nemesnikov, Joseph, and Jaspers, where we're going to get Nemesnikov to take face-off. So now our new top power play unit will be Joseph, Nemesnikov, and Jaspers with D'Angelo and Merkley. The second power play unit will be Olivara with Sorelli and Drouin, and then Hedman and Foote on the defense. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's a problem. I don't know how you actually pronounce that, but that's where Radish is supposed to be there, and I don't know why he's not. Joseph probably shouldn't be there either, but whatever, it's fine. All right, so maybe those power play line changes will hopefully help us out when it comes to the power play now. Let's see. Game number 6 in Montreal. We have to win it to force a Game 7 to keep our playoff hopes alive. Can we do the thing? Let's see. First period of Game 6. All right, a great start. J.C. Goddard and Jonathan Drouin. All right, I wonder if there were power play goals. And I want to see now penalties. 16:09. So no, not a power play goal for our first one. Then Riley Smith at 3:12 looks to be a power play goal from Jonathan Drouin then. So nice. Maybe Sorelli finally got another assist. All right, but there's not much I could say about that apart from what a great first period that was from us. We have a 2-goal lead. We're out shooting them as well, 9-8. I mean, obviously not a lot of shots, but still, nonetheless, good. Second period now. Oh, and we're up 5-0. Jaspers, Drouin, and Radish. We give him some extra ice time, and he gets a goal. Tristan Jarry still in there after letting out 5 goals, but Drouin with his second goal of the night. Jaspers with his 5th goal, and I think that might have been Drouin's 5th or 6th goal of the series, or of the postseason, sorry. We're getting outshot now, though, 23-20, but Ronnie Thomas is doing tremendous. Third period now, it would take something tremendously awful to see us fail this, but I believe in us, and I believe we have forced a Game 7, especially now, being 7.5 minutes to go. Brad Marchand ruins the shutout for Ronnie Thomas, but it's okay. I mean, he can't save every puck on every given night. 37 shots for Montreal, and Ronnie Thomas had 36 of those hit him. Nice. Hedman, 3 assists. Look at what I did with that second power play unit. Oh, man. Hedman, it looks to be like he has finally awoken from the sleep that he was in. All right, well, that's nice to see because our captain, Victor Hedman, love to see him on the score sheet more. Now, we have forced a Game 7. We shall see in game number 12 of the postseason for Tampa, will we be able to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals? Jonathan Drouin leading our team in points. Yes, it is with 6 goals. I think Drouin and Jaspers might be tied at 8 or at 9. Sorry though. Let's see though. No, Jaspers has 8, but it's okay. So we have 2 5-plus goal scorers in Drouin and Jaspers. Then we have 3 and 3 from Joseph and Olivara, 2 from Goddard, 1 from Merkley, 1 from Radish, 1 from Foote, 1 from Nemesnikov, and Henton and Antune and Cullimore. So, you know what? Not too bad. Leading our team in points, like I said, is Jonathan Drouin right now. But to be honest, I mean, I have to give most of the credit to why we're doing so good to Ronnie Thomas. He's given us 7 wins, a shutout, a 949 save percentage, and a 1.43 GA. Very, very good. But the series is not over. The season is not over, although it could be very shortly. We have game number 7 in Tampa Bay. Can we move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, guys? Let's see what will happen. First period of Game 7. Let's go. No goals allowed in the first. We are getting outshot 10-9, but I'm okay getting outshot by just 1 shot. And I'm okay since neither team let in a goal. Second period of Game 7. Who will make it to the Eastern Conference Final? Leave your prediction right now. I believe in us. I believe we can. Second period. Goals on each side. Todd Jaspers gives us the early lead, but then Tavares just putting his team on the back. I believe he is captain. Scoring 40 seconds apart from each other. Literally at 13:27 a Tavares goal and at 12:47 a Tavares goal. Hopefully he's that good in Toronto for us. Let's see. We shall see. But it's not looking too good for your Tampa Bay Lightning right now. We're currently getting outshot, still only by 1, but we're getting outshot. We need to get a lot of shots this period. And we are also trailing 2-1. Future captain Todd Jaspers got us on the board. Gave us the lead. I mean, those 3 goals came all in the span of like a minute and a half. I just realized that. That's crazy. All right. Let's slow sim the third. We're going to do ×4 speed to make it a little bit more intense. And if it's just taking too long, then I'll speed it up. But come on, boys. Can we get an equalizer here to force an overtime? Let's see. If they give us a power play, I believe in our new power play units, we have to kill a penalty, though. I screwed up the English I wanted to say there. Oh, no. We killed off the penalty, but then Riley Tufte makes it 3-1. And I think that is going to be the ball breaker for Tampa, meaning I don't think we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, guys. We're going to slow the sim. We've got 3 minutes left. 30 shots to 25 for Montreal. We're going to go ×2 speed. We're down by 2. We'd have to have a tremendous last 2 minutes of this game. It's not looking good, though. A minute to go, and your Montreal Canadiens have moved on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Damn it. That sucks. That really sucks. Shots were 31-28 in favor of Montreal. Captain Tavares finally showed up in the series, and he got it done for Montreal. You know what? I truly cannot be mad about how that went. We did way better than I expected, although I totally believed in our team being able to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'd say one thing we may need more on this team is maybe playmaking, maybe goal scoring. It has to be one of the two, though. I'm not sure. We had 2 6-goal scorers in 12 games, which is not bad. It was Jaspers and Drouin. They both did pretty damn well, having 9 points each with 6 goals and 3 assists. Yes, I already knew that. Nemesnikov really picked it up there. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Joseph off that second line because he's definitely slowed down after being taken off that second line. So maybe I screwed things up there. What can you do now, though? Cal Foote led our team, or tied with D'Angelo, who led our team in points defensively, both of them with 6. And Olivara, Merkley, and Hedman all tied with 5 points. Olivara had a very good first round, not as great of a second round, but a rookie. There's not much you can really expect from him. Hopefully next season he'll be better, though. We'll see. And moving on, Hentonen with 4, Tuden and Cirelli with 3. I am disappointed in Anthony Cirelli. He did not have a good postseason whatsoever. He has just not done good in the postseason for us at all. 6 games, or let's see, let's just do the math. 18, 23 games, and he has 7 points in 23 playoff games. That is not good at all. He had his best season in the NHL, too. Damn. Well, that sucks. Cirelli had a great regular season, but had an absolutely awful postseason. J.C. Goddard, another rookie, called him up halfway through the season. 2 goals. He was a -2, so he didn't do too bad. Also didn't do too great. But, again, a rookie. I can't really ask all that much from him. Tyson Cullimore, not too impressed about that. He had 2 points in our playoff run, or in his rookie year playoff run. Yeah, that's not good from Tyson Cullimore. He should be doing better than that. Taylor Radish with 2 points. Stillman as well with 2 points. Like with 1 point. Woolley without a single point. Man, kind of gutted. Totally thought we could have moved on to the Eastern Conference Finals there, and just without a doubt, round of applause to Ronnie Thomas, because he truly was what got us so far. He had a .945 save percentage and a 1.58 GAA. Those are tremendous stats, and to be honest, I'm confident enough in saying that he probably leads the playoffs in stats right now. So let's go and check that out, because I'm confident about that. Yeah. Ooh, Eric Comrie has the same save percentage. Yeah, starters, Eric Comrie and Ronnie Thomas with 945s. But Ronnie Thomas has the best GAA, so Thomas, 100% the best goalie in the playoffs so far. Obviously, that could change. I guess we'll see later. I'm not going to end the stream just yet, because I do want to sim to the off season. Although I don't, or to the draft, I should say, not to the off season. We're technically now at the off season, so that doesn't really work. But yeah, let's go and let's see. Conference Finals: Calgary and Arizona, and Montreal and New York. Interesting. So yeah, let's sim to the draft. Like I said, I'm not going to do the draft in this episode, but I do want to sim up to it. Where do I need to draft? Where do I need to draft? Where do I need to scout? Sorry. Let's look at Russia. I'm going to stop the sim, because I do want to look at the scouted players we have. And in the Stanley Cup final, it's Montreal and Arizona. And by the looks of it, Montreal may sweep. Which means if we could have had 3 more goals in Game 7, that could have been us with a 3-0 lead in the Stanley Cup final. That one kind of stings a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Hopefully we'll be there next year, though. Now, for the draft class I want to look at really quickly, do I need to actually scout somewhere? WHL. Do you see what I mean, guys? Just first round is basically just completely full of WHL players. Where are we going to fall? We'll probably fall around a 26-ish. Yeah, probably around a 26. David Bales. Interesting goalie. First-round goalie's usually pretty good. Russia, we're scouting Andronov right now. Is there any 20-year-olds? Who is that? Lou Lowe. He doesn't look too great, apart from that puck control and durability. But maybe he's good. Another 20-year-old in Rick Bruin. And then Pekka Jalonen from the Liga, where I have not been able to get to yet. Yeah, whatever. Well, we'll look at the draft class in the next episode before the actual draft. But let's see, boys. Let's see who will be the Stanley Cup champions. Will it be the Montreal Canadiens? Will it be the Arizona Coyotes? I really did try and fight off that yawn, believe me, but wasn't able to do it. And it is the Montreal Canadiens who have won the Stanley Cup. I think that might be their first cup in this series. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. I most definitely can do that. Well, I'll check the awards this episode as well. Let's go. Oh, wait. I did scout the Liga. What do you mean? I just wasn't able to scout that player, unfortunately, then. How much time do I got left? I got 2 weeks. I guess we'll do Dell forwards first. Man, it is so hard to get scouting everywheres. I can't wait for the new scouting system because hopefully it'll actually allow you to do that. Winnipeg and Toronto with the draft lottery wins, just opposite of the 2016 lottery. Imagine how different the teams would be if one had if the other had Matthews, the other had Line. That would be really weird. I don't know. I feel like if Winnipeg had first, they wouldn't even have picked Matthews, though, because their center depth is good. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, though, either. Nobody retiring from our team, obviously, as you would assume. Let's see who is retiring, though. Henrik Zetterberg, Patrice Bergeron, Blake Wheeler, Jeff Carter, JVR, Paul Stasny, David Perron, Kevin Shattenkirk, Ilya Kovalchuk. Wow, yeah, Kovalchuk did great since being back, or since I brought him into the NHL. Oh, he went out on top, too. I forgot that he was on Montreal. Wow, that's great, then. Good for him. Totally could have stayed another season and surpassed 600 points, but not even worth it. Go out on top would be way better than that, I would say. Sam Kai's a 68 overall. Wow. But yeah, those are all the skaters. Let's go look at goaltenders. Any big goalies going out? Pekka Rinne, Corey Schneider, Carter Hutton. Interesting. Andre Pavlik played a shit ton of games. Played more games than Varlamov. That's surprising. Thomas Greiss as well. A Germinator. Retiring, not getting. He retired. Let's head on to the draft. Like I said, I'm not going to do it this episode because I feel like you guys can wait another episode. This is three episodes in like the last 20 hours, I'd say. But tomorrow, guys, I do want to let you know now. Be on a lookout for a Fortnite video. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Fortnite video. I'm gonna start doing Fortnite videos as well. I wanted to do a channel update about it, but I just decided, you know what, it's easier to just not even do it. And if you guys didn't watch this, then you'll be surprised. And if you're watching this after you watch the Fortnite video, then yeah. And no, trust me, NHL is not going anywhere. And no, I'm not only doing Fortnite for the views, although I guess that is a big reason. It's just I play Fortnite more than any other game, and I have for the past three months for sure. And I really like it. And I mean, I'm not too bad at it, and I just think I've done some funny things before. I think I could make some half-decent content on it, so hopefully you guys will be okay with that. And like I said, NHL not going anywhere. NHL will still be the main game. I'm not going to upload Fortnite every day, or every other day, or every couple of days like I would with the NHL. There will be occasional Fortnite videos here and there, also streams probably, that I will more than likely upload to my channel. And if you guys aren't already watching my streams, please go and do that, because the link is actually at the top of the description, I believe. Yeah, so this is obviously how I'm recording all these videos now. I'm streaming them, then uploading them from Twitch to YouTube, and then editing everything editing everything there. So, yeah. Got that out of the way. We'll just do the awards, everything, in the next episode, because that was basically an outro. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did all enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.